Hey, how y'all doing, world? What's going on? What's going on, people? How everybody doing today, folks? Hope everybody having an amazing day. We want to talk about life. Life. Hmm. What about this amazing life, huh? Life. Let me tell you something about life. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about this life. This life we live could be a trap. You know why I say it could be a trap? It's not to trap you. You could trap yourself in this life. See, life was made, but it was never made to trap nobody. It can be a test, and there are setups by the devil. Tests come from God. The traps and the setups come from the devil. It's a big difference. The tests come from God, and the traps and the setups come from the devil. Check it, right? We could live life, and we could have a good life, and live out our life, get older, get married, or some of us have not gotten married. Some of us have kids, some of us haven't got kids. Basically, now what is life, right? Okay, life is whatever you got going on. That's what your life is. Whatever you got going on. At this point in time in your life, at this moment, that is not the ending of your life. That doesn't define your life. Unless you settled and you're old and you retired and you know where you at. It's a big difference. Now we're talking to the youth, the young people, and the young adults. Okay? We're talking from 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s. Even early 60s can get it. Now you can still trap yourself at an old age because you're still trying to live life. You got a lot of older people live life backwards. The things you should have did 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you doing it now. You should have been did it. Why try to do something that you should have already done? And it all depends what you're doing. Because you can never go. One thing about it though, it's never too late. What I meant to say, to go back to do something that you never started or you need to finish, like going back to school, you know, or a business, that you once started and now you go back to that business and you pick up the business and now you elevate it. We can go back to stuff like that that's useful in our lives. But trying to live a life that you should have lived before, all you're doing is living life backwards. Now the traps and the setups come in is when you done had kids already throughout your 20s and 30s. Now you go back having them again in your 50s, in your 60s or whatever, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like even in your 40s, that's still a start over. So now you got to go all over. You got to start all over again to continue something you already started years ago and you got through it because the first set then got older. Now you recreate it again. There's nothing wrong with recreating, but it's for a purpose, right? We don't want to just be out here slanging and banging or popping out babies, laying up, having them, just because. No. I mean, we still got a life to live too, right? So why are we going to tarnish our life by trapping ourselves like that? That's one trap. Now, we can get back into traps by relapsing, getting back on drugs. Some of us done got off drugs, done been clean for about 20 years plus, and then we go back to it again. Maybe there was a lesson that was never learned then, and maybe you need the lesson now. Sometimes you got to go back through that fire again to get that lesson, because you ain't get it you ain't get it that time. So now maybe you need to get it this time. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right, because that's what life does. Life still be life, and it don't stop. But when you have control and when you have balance in life, and you know what you want in life, then you'll know how to handle your situation, and you'll have control. And you'll know what to do with life. So you just can't be living life and trapping yourself, in the life that you're living. You're just setting up traps. And we sit here and we tend to like, I got a boring life. Oh, my life is ruined. Oh, I got a messed up life. A lot of us mess up our own lives. A lot of us mess up our own lives by making the decisions we made, man, and settling. A lot of times we settle. And we can achieve more and gain more. We settle for less sometimes. Or we make them, we make mistakes, yeah. But when you don't learn from them, that's when it becomes a problem. Because it ain't supposed to be a perfect life. No, it's not. But the problem is, when you know better, then who to blame? Then what are you going to blame it on? When you know better, right? You can't blame it on life no more. You can't blame it on nobody no more, because you know better now. So you got a past when you didn't know better. But now when you gain the knowledge and you know better, then why set traps? Why set up traps in your own life? Why do that? So it don't make no sense to, set traps and live life backwards. And it's supposed to be a good life. We're supposed to achieve and be happy and adventure life and receive, God's gift and whatever he got planned for us. We didn't even know we was coming on earth. We didn't even know we was going to be born. Okay, so appreciate life and understand life. Not just live life just to waste it, sitting around drinking and not doing nothing, hanging out. We get about 50, 60 some years old, sitting around corner store or the liquor store just drinking our life away. Oh, my kid's grown. Man, sure, I done raised him. I retired. You ain't been a job in 10, 20 years. You talking about you done retired, and you still been doing the same thing 10 years ago. Yeah, your kids did get grown, watching you do the same thing over and over again. Ain't that something? I mean, that's just the life some people chose. I seen it. I watched it with my own two eyes. I mean, I never understand it. And then it'd be the same ones begging you. A grown man begging a child or asking a child for money? And you a grown man? Ain't it supposed to be the other way around? How you want that kid to respect you then? Or how you want your kids to respect you if you ain't standing on nothing? If you ain't standing on nothing and you ain't got nothing going on, then, people gonna handle you the way they want to handle you. Respect yourself first to get that. Stop setting up traps in life. Make it easy. Life is already hard already. So you got to make it easy. Find another way. Find a better route. Get out of these traps we setting up. We giving ourselves problems by having more than one wife, more than one boyfriend, girlfriend, or more than one husband, or whatever. We set up traps for ourselves. We get ourselves in trouble. I'm gonna take ownership of me. I'm me. Can't nobody take my charge. Okay? I'm 21 by mine. I'm taking my own charge. Because can't nobody walk this path I walk. Can't nobody walk in this shoe. I can't throw my problems on nobody. Because I don't even know how I made it sometimes. I ask myself. But, you know, with strength, prayer, and faith, and never gave up, and stood strong, and took control of my life, oh yeah, how can I fall? You got to keep going, baby. You got to keep going. I had to take charge. You could do the same. Stop playing with life and take it serious. That's first thing first. You got to stop playing with life. When you get through that part right there, then you'll start understanding life, and you'll know what to do. You'll know how to balance things out. But first, you got to get through this part right here. Stop playing around with life, people. You're setting traps up, man. You're setting up traps. Stop setting yourself up in life. Okay? Stop setting yourself up. You've been doing it, so it's time to chill. It's time to quit. All right? It's time to go ahead and put a stop to it. Let's close that chapter, and let's do something better. Try to be a different person now. If it works for you, and you like to be the same person, and you want to settle for who you are, and if it's good, then you ain't got to listen to me. Because you got this. You know what you're doing. I'm here for the ones that don't know what they're doing and got a discouraged life, and that's trying to figure it out. Fumbling in life when it's supposed to be still and balanced. All these traps y'all setting up. Y'all setting up too many traps, man. Get out of them traps. And start setting up success. Much love, world. It's fun talking to y'all because, you know, I love to talk. You know what I'm saying? My comments is wide open. Get back at me, you know. Let me know how you feel. Hit that like button, you know. Subscribe to me. You know, let me know how y'all feel. And check my page out. You know, go through them. Hey, man, you know, I'm here for you. Let's talk. I got something for you to listen to. Check my page out. Hit that like button. And let's keep it going. Much love, world. I'll be back with some more messages, you know. Stay tuned. I ain't gonna never stop. This is that blackout. This that backyard talk. Peace out. Much love.